Huh? Why am I furry? Why did we go furry? Okay. Look at bendy. I should use this one. All right, let's get this going. Let's. Oh God, did I lose my progress? Yes, I did. Oh my God. Okay, let's look at these instructions now that we kind of know how to play. Oh, it's in the wrong resolution. Okay, sprint, crouch, jump. Use walkie-talkie is left click. Okay. X is take out walkie-talkie. Sightless enemies? What enemies are sightless? Okay, so X is the thing we missed. Got it. I have to fix the resolution. One sec. Hey, welcome to the stream, everybody. Nope, never mind. The game crashed again. Fuck it. I think something is up. This is unusual. Hang on, we'll try again. Yeah, I think my computer needs a restart. Okay, we'll try one more time. Okay, options. Good developers, you must have a game launch in the native resolution. That's insane. Never turn VSync on by default. That's crazy. Okay. Oh, you bought Neon White earlier? It's great. I have to package together the FNAF mod. Okay, continue. This game is more stable than the last one, at least. So. More stable than RE4 demo. Although, this is throwing the same direct 3D errors that RE4 was. Which makes me think that maybe I need to reset my display driver or something. That can sometimes help. Wow, it saved our point. Okay, 1291. Someone would put that in chat. Well, let me see if it shouldn't crash. 1291. Okay, we know exactly what to do now. Before we do this, hang on. X. So that's the radio. It does nothing. It says left click to use it, but... whatever, it's useless. Oh, I have to put that away for... oh my God, these controls are terrible. Okay, we're looking for fuses. These are going to be... I don't know what these stupid switches are, but... okay, R. These controls are awful. Fuse. Okay, the fuse that we found on the shelf before, like, made the shelf glow. Maybe this will do something to him. Did that turn the light on? No. Okay. Fuses. We're looking for fuses. We know where one is, I think. I bet one will be in this room because there was nothing in this room. I don't see it. Yeah, he's supposed to not animate when he's on camera, but she's a little jank, that's all. Does pulling these while he's in the room do anything? The problem is you have to keep your eye on him, and now the game wants me to search for... oh, wait, I found one. It wants me to search for fuses. Right there. Okay, there's one. So one's in here. I guarantee you they're not randomly placed, so... Once we learn all the locations, it'll be easy. We already know where 2 are. At least we found 2 in total. I don't know exactly where that one was. It was somewhere near here in the office room. Okay, we're gonna have to hide from Springtrap. Does this do anything? It says left click to use. Doesn't seem to do much. Is this door open? Get on the pallet! Why is this jump so jank? The Statue of Freedom? You mean the Statue of Liberty? Got it, got it, got it. Fuck out of here. Okay. Here's the second fuse. One more. Second fuse is in the office. Good to know. Is he still there? Probably.
Oh, shit.
I guess not. I guess he was not still there.
No, no, no.
Damn. Okay. Okay, we just need to find the third fuse and then we got this. Okay, 7416. I'm gonna try to record this. Let's make sure there's nothing in here. There's no fuse in here. That would be so cruel. If they hid the last fuse in here, that would be so mean. No one would find it in here. Okay. Okay. The radio doesn't seem to do anything. Hey, NDQ! Don't apologize for being late. That's silly. Okay, so we have to get around you. No problem. Thanks so much for the super chat, NDQ. That's very generous of you. You don't have to do that. Okay. Thankfully, my channel has been... That's why I'm not running any ads on this stream. My channel has been super lucrative lately, so... Well, first fuse, down. Okay. Next fuse. Okay. Next fuse. Got it. One more fuse. Hi, Luigi. Why doesn't that kill him? That'll help. Okay. Now we have a second to find the last one. Now, I'm assuming they're going to distribute these relatively evenly around the place. There he is, okay. Which suggests to me that the third one would probably be around here. Yes, got it. Knew it. Okay. Just got to get around you and we're set. Springtrap could come any minute, any second, though. 'Cause 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 'c Okay, now we just gotta find the fuse place. Where do the fuses go? Here. What? They're definitely here. This is definitely where the fuses go. Right? Huh. Okay, we have all 3 fuses. Oh. What was the code? $74.16. You're too close. You're dancing real close, my dude. You're making it hard for me. You're dancing real close. You're making it hard for me. That song was my childhood, which is hilarious. That song, a song about grinding and getting hard. Grinding and getting a boner while you're grinding at the dance club was like the biggest song in the world. Funny shit. Okay. The fuses go in the office. Oh, okay. Good to know. Thank you. Oh, shit. Oh, Luigi! We have auto sprint at least. Oh, fuck me.
Leave me alone!
Hey, Tanks Farm. I'm surprised I'm I'm people's favorite YouTuber. Or at least they say that. I'm sure if you were in Fusion's stream right now, you'd be like, Fusion, you're my favorite YouTuber. If you were in Daco's stream, you'd be like, Daco, you're my favorite YouTuber. Funniest are the people who ask, has anyone ever recognized you in public? 7323. It's like, no, they have not. What do you guys think? I once saw a tweet like someone was talking shit about me on Twitter, like one of the idiots, one of the haters, and they were like, Def King's just someone who got famous because blah. And I'm like, whoa. You're an idiot if you just said Def King is famous. I know Def King is famous amongst them because I'm all they ever think about, apparently. What are these switches for? Okay, you pull him into here. We juke him. Goodbye, Luigi. First fuse. Okay. I forget what the third one is, but it wasn't that. Oh, yeah, I remember where it is. It's fine. I was so disoriented. It's not 12. It's not midnight. It's 10 p.m. Speaking of, let me order some food. What are we going to have for dinner? Grubhub. What do you got? No, I had chicken yesterday. Ooh, I'm hungry. Kobe dog and waffle fries. That sounds delicious. Add to bag. $18. Jesus. No truffle ketchup. Yes, onions. Yes, fried onions. Okay. We'll give a $5 tip. One sec. Continue to check out. You'll be meeting your driver face to face. No problem. He's also not going to be in a car. He's going to ride a bike because doing deliveries in Brooklyn in a car takes forever and you will never be able to. Yeah. You can, I guess, but like that's the best thing about COVID. The best thing that came from COVID was that New York City just like legalized electric vehicles basically over there. Were just like for a while it was like like it was all sort of like touch and go. Like, well, there's like sort of can ride an electric bike, but you can't really, and it's sort of legal, it's sort of not. And it was like sort of like just you'd get lucky or unlucky as to whether or not you'd get a ticket for it. And when COVID started, their city was like, okay, enough. We don't have time. We don't have the resources to enforce electric vehicle prohibition. And so the floodgates opened, and now electric vehicles are just allowed in New York everywhere. And it's awesome. All deliveries are faster, and it makes the delivery guys' lives a lot easier. We'll make it, but we'll be fine, we'll be fine. What?
Leave me alone!
He cut me off! He just freaking flanked me, yo. Holy crap, Dab Army, thank you so much for your $20 super chat. That's how much the meal cost. I appreciate it. Dude, it's time to sleep. It's not, it's 10 p.m. on a Friday. The night is young. The night is young. Thank you so much, Dab Army. That's incredibly generous of you. Shoutouts to the Dab Army. Represent. All right, we got this. We're not wasting time. We're running right past your ass. Fuck you. Fuck you, Luigi. All right. Close that. Get that. One more. Okay. And I happen to know exactly where it is. Oh, there's Route 173. Okay, where are we? Okay, good. Last fuse? Got it. Okay. Someone said it's in... Oh, fuck you. I didn't even see you there.
No.
Who was my first sub? Oh, I don't know. I've had this account for 7 years, so, like, when I first started making videos, I'd amassed, like, 14 subscribers. When my first video dropped, I had 14 subscribers. I had 11, I think, before then. I think my mom and my brother subscribed to me. My father still doesn't subscribe to me, I don't think, because he doesn't have a YouTube account. 4186. I still have a face cam. I just, not in the mood to use it right now. I don't know if you guys heard. I mean, I'm sure you guys heard. I made a community post about this, but it's really all I said about it publicly, you know, on my platforms, because I don't really care. Like, I'm just not that interested. Like, I don't care about drama. I'm not getting pulled into drama by other people, you know, especially this, but well, I was too aggressive there. I should have known I couldn't get past that.
No.
So this is very real what I'm going to tell you right now. So it doesn't matter who this was. That's not the point. Please don't start spamming chat saying who was it, because it doesn't really matter. If you want to find out, it's not that hard. Go to my community tab, you can see. But it came out that somebody who, a former acquaintance of mine, with whom there's no beef. There was never any 6677. There was never any hard feelings or anything like that. After the infamous live stream, we stopped. You know, we didn't talk anymore. But I had not wronged this person, and I didn't feel that this person had wronged me. Another popular content creator. And so it was brought to my attention that yeah, we'll lure him in here. It was brought to my attention that one of my audience members, one of my channel members, was in Discord and was like, hey, so I joined this person's Discord and I found there's like a whole room that's just like 11 straight pages of people shitting on you and, you know, bullying you and harassing you and stuff. And I was like, I didn't believe it at first. It's because I know that, like, you know, again, I know who this content creator is, and I'm like, oh, no way. They're not First off, this content creator is not even someone who you would think was controversial. Now we now know better. But at the time, oh shit.
I really didn't think.
That was close. At the time, it's like, yeah, this guy's not even controversial. What? NDQ, oh my gosh, thank you so much for your $10 super chat. That's so generous. Again. And unfortunately, it was legitimate. And this viewer of mine provided me with the this is bad. This is really bad. My viewer provided me with the screenshots demonstrating that indeed this was happening. Well, that was crazy. Okay, I have the fuses. They go here. Someone said they go in the office. Oh, I see. Okay, that's all of them. So do we have to hit that thing, or can we just go in the elevator? No, we have to hit that thing because there's a code. Please don't be standing there. Fuck, you're standing there. So anyway, it ended up being true. It was very disappointing. I made a very brief statement addressing it and saying like, yeah, obviously I don't want anything to do with this person. Fuck me. That was my fault. I was like, yeah, I'm disappointed. I think in my original message I said I was disappointed but not surprised. That was a lie. I was surprised. But yeah, so I was disappointed about that. I made a statement about it. Some people tried to accuse me of starting drama, but it didn't really work. Obviously, everyone was like, what are you talking about? Theft King literally just was sitting there and found out that this other content creator was running a hate group running a Theft King hate Discord, right? And so everyone's like, yeah, that's the person who started drama, the person who decided, oh yeah, let me run a hate Discord for another content creator with whom I share a tremendous amount of viewers. Like, I assure you, I would say probably, I'd assume 90% of the people who watch me also watch this person. So, yeah, it was shitty. And because that happened, obviously, I'm not a particularly self-conscious person. Kind of can't be on YouTube, but, you know, one of the things that in this chat, in this YouTuber's Discord, that was 11 straight pages of Theft King hate. There was a lot of people mocking my appearance, posting photos of me going through, you know, because like I record videos, like you sit there, you talk to the camera, and it's like, well, you know, yeah, there's always going to be a weird frame where your eyes are half closed and you look stupid. You just got to accept it, right? Everyone goes through that. And they were like posting pictures of me and mocking how I looked, and just, honestly, the whole thing was very, really bad look, really gratuitous and mean, and yeah. So, oh, and the irony about this is this creator, this YouTuber, doesn't show their face ever. They've never shown their face, as far as I'm aware. Shit. I didn't even see him. Never. So it's like, okay, this is a YouTuber who and it's fine, right? If you don't want to show your face, that's fine. I didn't show my face for several months, right? That's totally fine. But if you don't show your face and, you know, you use a cartoon character to represent yourself, it's a really shitty thing to do, to make fun of the appearance of YouTubers who do put themselves out there. It's just really, it shows a fundamental lack of self-awareness. You know, like, yeah, let's make fun of how this YouTuber looks, whilst I don't show myself ever. It's like, fuck you. Anyway. So, yeah, in light of that, I know this is a very long explanation, but while I'm not particularly self-conscious, you know, when you find out that somebody else, especially another popular creator in your space, is mocking your appearance and making fun of you, and they're, you know, facilitating that and encouraging that in their community, it doesn't really inspire you to want to turn on the face cam. Let's be real. So that's why I haven't been using face cams on streams lately. If you prefer if you liked the face cam, you can thank yeah. Anyway, that's my explanation. Fuck. Jukes. Wait, dude, he really was on my ass. You look great, doesn't matter. Oh, I don't know about looking great, but, you know, you kind of have to accept it on YouTube. You're just like, yeah, I got to show myself. That's, you know, if you don't show yourself, there's only so much you can grow on YouTube without showing yourself, because so much of what, here's something else to talk about with YouTube too. One of the things I'm most proud of with my channel, okay, 9515. My hair's pretty short right now. One of the things with any YouTube channel is like, if you really want to be one of those channels that lasts, that stays, that's not just a fad, that sticks around, you need people to care about you and be invested in you. And it's very easy to forget, you know, Theft King, you know, it's very easy when you watch Theft King videos and it's like animated dog talking, it's very easy to forget, super forgettable. I can't tell you how many times I've had people tell me about like, oh, I loved your video about why sister location sucks. I'm like, okay, yeah. Oh, yeah, I made that video, not me. Thanks. People confuse, oh, yeah, for me, right? You know, the cartoon dogs. It's, yeah, I totally understand it, right? So, in my opinion, if you want to, like, to reach that sort of, like, upper echelon of YouTuber to get to the big leagues, like, where I want to be. What's going on here? That's all I needed, 3. To get to the big leagues where I want to be, you really need to...
Get back, you cold piece of shit!
Leave me alone!
Maybe you're gonna be... Maybe you're the next Fusion Z gamer and you're gonna, like, get super big without showing your face and become, like, a big top million sub YouTuber. Probably not, though. Probably not. You know... Part of what makes what makes a YouTuber successful and what makes influencer marketing successful and what makes this whole thing work is that there's a, you know, you feel like there's the parasocial aspect to it. You feel like you know that person. And if you've never seen the person, if you're just, you know, if there's just, you know, little animated dog bouncing in the corner like I am now, you know, you don't feel like you know them as well. You don't relate to them as much. You become less of a fan of theirs, you know? It's like, when Markiplier started showing himself in his videos, his channel just completely exploded, you know? When I first started watching Markiplier, he didn't have a face cam, like, at all. It was funny. He was just a voice. And then we finally saw him, and we were like, whoa, why didn't you show yourself sooner? You're a very handsome guy. I felt the same way about Dream, too. He fucked up bad not showing himself. Because he was a perfectly good-looking guy, rather handsome guy. Not even just like a normal-looking person like I would describe myself. Dream was like a handsome guy, handsome kid. Okay, this is where we always get killed. I don't know if we need this one. Fuck you! How? Wait, what? Where'd you come from?
No.
I didn't tell her how to use this radio. What color are my eyes? They're green. Have you thought about collabs? Yeah. Collabs are hard. Collabs are tough. They don't offer much benefit, realistically. They tend to offer one benefit to one party and not the other. Like, imagine the Theft King Astral Spiff collab, right? That would be great for fucking Theft King, right? I would be thrilled, right? But what would that do for Astral Spiff? Nothing. All of my viewers are already subscribed to Astral Spiff and already watch all of his videos. I'm fairly confident. You know what I mean? Like, so that's the issue with collabs. It's very hard to find a circumstance where the collab is truly mutually beneficial. They take a lot of work. For it to really be fair, you have to make 2 videos, one for each channel. Then you have issues of, well, what if one video is bad? One video is always going to perform better than the other one because that's just how it is. That's how the world works. You know, there's a lot of issues with collabs. That said, I'm open to collabs, but nobody's really open to collabing with me. So I did ask. I asked a couple people recently. You know, I was thinking like, okay, like for a while I didn't ask anybody because it's like, yeah, I'm not, you know, they're just gonna say no, like, you know, controversy or whatever. But then like my channel, like, you know, I became the biggest FNAF channel in the world and all that shit. And I was like, okay, well, now obviously the numbers clearly indicate that collabing with Theft King.
I found you, coward!
Leave me
If you
alone!
go in that room and he sees you, you're dead. So, you know, it becomes sort of a thing where it's like, I asked a couple of people if they were just like very sort of like just like, no, what's the word I'm looking for? I felt it out with a couple people, like, you know, just sort of brought up the idea like, hey, it'd be cool. Maybe we should be cool if we did something together. Like, not even being like, you know, I didn't want to put any pressure on anybody. I didn't want to be like, hey, I'm doing this collab. I'm working on this video. Would you like to be part of it with me? It wasn't like that. It was more just like a, hey, it'd be cool if we did something together sometime, right? I asked 2 people that. 2 people, just like, you know, FNAF creators, rough, you know, similar sort of size to me, a little bit smaller than my channel. And people who are, you know, not controversial, people who have nothing to do with any controversies. And I asked them, you know, it just sort of just like very sort of just like, what's the word I'm looking for? Tentative. Just like a really tentative, like, hey, it'd be cool if we, maybe we should do something together sometime. You know, didn't like propose anything. Didn't say like, yeah, we should make a video, or we should just like super tentative. That's not good.
Look, I sent you here perfectly.
We might escape him, actually. Nice. Oh, fuck. I didn't even see you. I gotta learn how to use that radio.
No.
Anyway, the first person I asked said they politely declined. Actually, I don't think they explicitly declined. I think they gave me like, I'm just super busy. And I was like, okay, cool. You know, fine. I wasn't offended. It was whatever. It was more, honestly, I thought, well, whatever. Then I asked another person, similar sort of circumstances, another content creator in the FNAF space, roughly the same size as me. Somebody that wasn't involved in any of the nonsense. 3123. And they, which I appreciated more, were a little more candid about it. It was just like, no, I can't. First they said, like, first they tried to be like, well, I just don't think it would be very beneficial for you. I was like, well, definitely would be, but whatever. But then they were like, yeah, no, there's, you know, people who would be very upset if I collabed with you. And I'm like, okay. Now, I don't care. It doesn't upset me, but it's just funny because it's like, whoever those people are, they do not care about the success of your YouTube channel. They do not care, right? And, you know, unfortunately, some people are going to miss out. Some people have already missed out on what could have been really cool opportunities, potentially really big opportunities, because they're worried about, like, what some idiot that doesn't matter thinks, you know? Like, if you go on Twitter, you know, it looks like Theft King is the most hated person in the world, not even YouTuber. It looks like Theft King is just straight up the worst person in the world. But then you go on YouTube and you look at the numbers. You go on Social Blade. We're gonna take this slow. You go on Social Blade and you're like, oh wait, Theft King is getting more views and watch time than all of those other people.
You will suffer until it's time for a head.
I like the reflection on the phone. That's cool.
You will die, sinner.
Fucking A.
Insect meal!
What do you say? Insect meal? Don't be closed. Oh god, it's closed. No way. What the fuck just happened? I don't care. We're taking it. We'll take that. That was amazing. Okay. What was the code?
Shit.
Right. I forgot about you.
No,
God damn it. Are you still friends with Rytos? Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't describe Rytos and I as ever being like close friends, but like we are. I haven't spoken to him in a little bit. Just, you know, I had this whole controversy. I was like, yeah, I'm not gonna, no reason to drag Rytos into that, you know, like, but yeah, yeah, Rytos is one of the creators that I would consider myself on good terms with, yeah. $97.13. Honestly, it's not even me. I was on good terms with basically everybody. It was other people decided that they didn't want to be on good terms with me, you know. That's basically what happened. I don't talk shit. That's the thing. I don't talk about it. Like what was going on in that other content creator's Discord would never, ever, ever happen in my Discord. Never, right? As a content creator, I think talking shit about other content creators is like the stupidest thing you can do. It is the definition of throwing stones in a glass house. Like, definition, right? Let's keep him farther away like this, yeah. It says you needed 3 fuses, but I think you need 3 plus the one that's already there is what they meant. Dude! No. What's your favorite morning breakfast? Pancakes. Well, thank you, NDQ. What about Fiznom? What about him? What is your relation to Fiznom right now? None. I have not spoken to Fiznom in a long time. Nine months, maybe? July, so. Oh, Jelly Liam? Fuck that guy. That guy is weird. Jelly, you know, he lied, just straight up lied for nothing. Like, and here's the fucked up part too, is he took like what was my attempt to try to be generous and cool and tried to spin it into like me being a bad person or trying to screw him, having screwed him over. Like, imagine this from my point of view. Like, I reach out to Aftonbuilt came out and everyone's like, oh, this is amazing. What happened here, right? And I'm super curious, obviously, as a content creator. So I reached out to their community manager because I wanted to know. Like, what happened here? Fuck you.
Leave me alone!
So I reached out to the Tori Sky, the Aftonbuilt community manager, and we're just talking. Very, very little was exchanged because I guess she let Liam, the team lead, know, like, hey, this semi-popular, at the time I had like 60,000 subs. This semi-popular YouTuber has reached out to talk about Aftonbuilt, and Liam was like, oh, I'll talk to him because, you know, this is someone with a platform, someone important. It's not just some random person. So Liam spoke to me. We did the interview, told me everything. That was it. That could have been it. At that point, once I'm done with that interview, that's it. It's my video. It's not Liam's. I could have blocked Liam and never spoken to him again. Obviously, I would not have done that, but towards the end of the interview, this is my first time ever doing a big contentious interview like that. So as release got closer, Liam started to get cold feet. Started to be like, actually, can I show this to... I want to run this by my other team member first. And I'm like, I'm thinking to myself, like, oh, there's my food. I'm like, okay, you can, but I already made the video. Like, it's coming out no matter what you set. One sec. Anyway, sorry about that. So I do the interview with Jelly Liam. He starts to get cold feet. Says, hey, my team member wants to review the video ahead of time. I'm thinking like, oh, damn it. I'm thinking like, Liam.
No.
This was not an agreement, right? We never made an agreement. Like, I interviewed you. In fact, I never... You know, I didn't, this isn't your video, is the end of the day, right? Like, you didn't have to speak to me. You chose to speak to me knowing that I intended to make a video. You said everything you said. Let me work for 24 hours making the video. And now it's done, and you're like adding all these other conditions. But I had, of course, promised Liam I would let him see the video before it came out. And I'm like, yeah, okay, sure. I'll let this team member, of course, this team member of yours can see the video, no problem. So they watch the video. Team member gets back to Liam. And Liam says, so my co-director or whatever wants to run your video by Scott's lawyers to make sure that nothing breaks NDA. I'm like, no. No. What are you, fucking stupid? Like, no. If we send the video to... First off, I have no obligation to do that, and that would destroy the video. That would just end the video, right? You send that video to Scott's lawyers, they're going to say, no, you can't release this. They don't actually have any reason, they don't have any legal basis to say you can't release this. But of course they're going to say you can't release this. Of course. They don't want bad press about Scott coming out, right? That's their job.
Leave me alone!
So I'm like, yeah, that's not happening, guys. You can't do an interview with a press, which is what a YouTuber is. You can't do an interview with the press and then let the press write their article or make their video and then at the last second add any new conditions, frankly. At that point, I could have just blocked them, but you can't add any new conditions at that point. Anyway, but you certainly can't add a condition that would effectively be like the end of the entire video and the end of the whole project, and all the work I had done would go to waste, right? So I'm like, that's not happening. So we talked over a couple things, and Liam saw it, and I showed this message in my video about it, and I was like, okay. He said, yeah, go ahead and release the video, it's fine, right? I was like, okay, cool. So I released the video, and as you guys know, probably know, it was my first huge video. It was my first video to hit the trending tab. It was a huge video for my channel, and it really was like, my next big hit after the MatPat one. And it was a great video. Everyone was super sympathetic and empathetic towards Liam and the Gelatin team. But of course, there was a couple people in the fanverse, the defenders of FNAF, who were very upset that someone would dare speak ill of the fanverse, even though the truth is, like, the Gelatin team had a really shitty experience in the fanverse with Scott. That's just the fact. So a lot of people were upset with Liam. King Carter, started not threatening, but started saying, like, dude, you told Theft King that there was a Discord chat between you and Click Team. That wasn't private, that wasn't public information, and thus it's in violation of your NDA, and you could get sued. And it's like, shut the fuck up. No one's getting sued. No one's getting sued because they told a YouTuber that there was a Discord chat between Click Team and this proposed ban. Like, shut up. That upset me because it was like, Kane, what are you doing? Like, You know no one's getting sued. You know Liam's not getting in any trouble over this. Like, anyway, I know what was happening now. They were trying to put pressure on Liam to put pressure on me to take the video down, because which I know, because they did it to me too. L, stupid butterfly, in their own words, you know, they messaged me hoping that I would take the video down. So I was like, fuck you guys, I'm not taking the video down. It's my biggest video ever. And it's also just, there's nothing wrong with the video. Everything in it is true. Everything. Then Liam started, now Liam's getting some, meanwhile, everyone loved the video and everyone was sympathetic towards Liam, but the people he was friends with were like, you know, unhappy with this.
I found you, coward!
Yeah,
Leave me alone!
At one point, Liam tried to say that quotes that were his were from me. Like, quotes about the fanverse. Like, Liam was like, I didn't call the fanverse a merch machine. Theft King came up with that. Which, to begin with, was the dumbest thing, and Kane believed it, which was so dumb. Like, dude, why would Theft King know anything about the fanverse? Everything, I'm not in the fanverse. Everything that was in that video came from Liam. Duh! I didn't come up with any of that shit. Anyway, so Liam lied a million times. Every time he just kept lying, and he kept getting caught in lie after lie after lie. First he said Kane was threatening him, which he wasn't, or, you know, not really. Then he said, you know, oh yeah, Theft King said this, I didn't say that. And then it was like, no, you said that, and I had the transcript. So he just kept lying over and over, which is, you know, proven liar at this point. Anyway, the video ends up doing really, really well. It's my best performing video ever. You know, the Map Hat one was big, but that video was like 5 minutes, 4 minutes long. This was like a 17-minute long video. It's like a real video. So it's my first ever huge video like this. And I've never seen that kind of revenue from a video before, that kind of money. And I was like, damn, that's a lot of money. And, you know, I got this interview because I made that money because I got this interview. Fuck. Dude, that was close enough. Anyway, long story short, when my controversy, okay, before that. So I get this, I made this video makes all this money. And so I'm feeling kind of awkward because, like, well, I didn't do anything wrong. Liam agreed to speak with me. He knew exactly what was going on. He said shit and then later regretted what he said. That's not my fault, right? But I still felt bad because these kids went through this really shitty experience where they thought they were going to, like, get into the fanverse and make the next FNAF game, and then it didn't work out, right? So I said, you know, unfortunately, there's no Gelatin Team Fund account, right? One of the big stipulations is that they could continue working on Afton Built, but they couldn't even crowdfund it. They could have no funding, period. There could be none. Sort of legal gray area. So I'm like, okay, well, is there no, like, Gelatin PayPal that I can, like, you know, make a contribution to for your guys' next project or whatever? And they're like, no, not really. There's one that Liam has, but it's not, you know, it's not really, we don't really have anything like that. And I was like, damn, okay. And I was like, well, is there, like, some sort of charity that you guys all support or something that maybe I could contribute some of this video's revenue in your guys' name to, or something like that? I spoke about this with Notori Sky for a little bit, but unfortunately, I don't. It didn't really go anywhere. No, we're dead. Oh, we did it. It didn't really go anywhere, and you know, I'd never done anything like that before. I didn't really know how to do it. It was just sort of an idea. You know, it didn't work out, but it was just a nice thing I had wanted to do, right? So then my controversy happens. Fast forward, right? And this is like time has passed. Afton Built, people tried to accuse me of being like, whoa, the Afton Built video was lies. And it's like, no, everything in the video is true. But everyone, oh, well, you only talked to one person on the team. And it's like, what? I talked to the team leader. Plus everyone else on the team corroborated what they said. Like, it was all nonsense. So, just run. This is bad. Can we get through here? Okay, good. Okay, we can rest for a sec. It just didn't work out. And then I saw Liam was getting a bunch of shit, not from people. General YouTube audiences were really sympathetic towards Liam and thought the video was great, but he was getting some shit from, you know, the fan games community because they're toxic assholes. And I felt badly that like here I was like having all this success from this video that was clearly was stressing Liam out. He wasn't feeling good about it, you know.
Insect meal!
That worked? Oh my god, that worked. He's an idiot.
Escape.
Yeah, I escaped in the bathroom.
Not.
And so I reached out to Liam like, you know, hey, listen, like, you know, I made a lot of money from this video. And like, you know I don't have to do this or anything, but like, the video was out already. Here's the thing. This is the biggest thing. The video was done. It was out.
Henry!
Long out. I was like, so I made all this money. Like, can I at least pay you for the interview? Like, is there something like, you know, I feel badly that like I made this money. I'd like to share some of it with you, considering what you guys went through. And, you know, we kind of went back and forth a little bit, but, you know, Liam was not super into the idea to begin with. I think he was a little nervous to take any sort of money for anything related to Aftonbuilt whatsoever, which is very reasonable. You know, that's a reasonable position to take. So then my controversy happens months later, and who shows up out of the blue? Liam. He went back to our conversation and deleted every single message except 2 to make it look like I had bribed him. It didn't make any sense. To make it look like I had tried to bribe him or something, or like bribed him. Like, I don't even know what he was insinuating, right? Like, he wasn't denying that what he had told me was true, right? That was, everyone knows that's factually true. And so, like, then the video was long out.
Get back here, you little piece of shit!
Leave me alone!
So, Liam accuses me of bribery after the fact, which is like, what? No, that doesn't make any sense. Like, guys, this is not your video. You had no power to take the video down. If I was really this horrible asshole, the moment you started giving me a hard time and being like, oh, I want to show this to my other team member, and oh, can we do this? And the moment you started making annoying demands, I would have just blocked you and never spoken to you again and released my video and made thousands of dollars, right? That's what I would have done, right? And so the fact that he took my effort to like be nice afterwards, 8669. The fact that he took my effort to be nice and try to like, you know, recognize that like I had found a lot of success from something that he had later regretted. He took it and tried to spin it into like me bribing him and being a bad, like, anyway. And the worst part of it all, the stupidest part of it all, like literally like I was trying to make a charity donation in their name. That's literally what I was trying to do. Fortunately, because he's an idiot, really dumb guy. He's an idiot and a stupid asshole. And he, what did he do? Oh my God. Maybe I should just not even keep this part. Maybe I shouldn't talk about this part.
I will not.
Oh, then after my video calling him out for the lies came out, he like tried to act like, wait, that was for the charity thing? Oh, like tried to act like he legitimately believed that I was trying to bribe him, and it was like, Liam, shut the fuck up. You knew I was there was never a bribe doesn't even make any sense. I had nothing. You had nothing I wanted. I already got the interview. My video was already out. It was already on the trending page. It was already my biggest video ever. Like, you can't bribe somebody that you don't that you need nothing from, right? They're also just a weird person. Like, I later learned that like 5989. I later learned that like they would like make tweets about how they were like homeless and struggling and like begging for money and shit, and then like a week later they'd make tweets like showing off the new Tesla they had just bought. Like, Jelly Liam's just a weird, stupid motherfucker. Real asshole. Real. That dude, I'm not religious, but if there's a hell, Jelly Liam would burn for eternity. Fuck that guy. I will say though, the community manager, Notorious Sky, is a lovely person. Basically only had good interactions with her, and I have nothing bad to say about her. So, I'm only Liam. But yeah, that's when I should have realized. Like, That's when oh, fuck you. That's when like the big anti-Theft King movement really started.
No.
Afton Build came out, and I think some of the fanverse devs and their cronies were like, oh shit, this is a FNAF YouTuber who's actually not afraid to like be critical about FNAF. Because again, when I started, basically every FNAF YouTuber was a FNAF evangelist. They just only talked about how great FNAF was and how awesome things were, and explicitly avoided news that could reflect poorly on FNAF. But I don't do that shit. I talk about whatever I want. And so Afton Built sort of demonstrated like, oh shit, this Theft King guy might be a problem because he's willing to do what other people aren't, what the other YouTubers aren't. And yeah, that's what happened. 8774. Yeah, no, people can talk about spreading lies, but you have to say what lies were spread. If anyone wants to call me a liar, I'll be like, okay, what did I lie about? Tell me what lie. They'll never have anything. Say, oh, Theft King is manipulative. I'm like, who did I manipulate and how? And they're like, oh, I don't have a single example. And it's like, yeah, fuck you. Suck my balls. Okay, no spring trap. No spring trap. That's spring trap. Please don't see me. This is not that hard. It shouldn't be that hard. So it should be a left turn from this direction. Should be right here. Yes, stay away. Any minute now. Right there. Yes. Get up, get up. We waste so much time just standing up. Okay. There's 3, but I think you need 4 because the game is not clear. Okay, there you are. That's fine. We're going to open this back up so we don't get trapped. Chill, dude. Please no spring trap. Please no spring trap. This is so annoying. Okay. No spring trap. No spring trap. Okay. That's all of them. Okay. Open. I think we might have wanted to close that. Whatever. I'm too afraid to close it now. Okay. I actually think we want to go here. Don't touch me. Okay. Okay. We hit the fuses, which means that elevator box is next. Where is he? I don't know where he is. There he is. Shit. Okay. Get back in here. Ah! Okay. The elevator box was here. No. Shit.
Shit.
He just teleported.
No.
Can you read chat? No. That king, are you single? What kind of question is that? No, I am not. All right, let's see. 6182, come on. Death is not that frustrating in this game just because there's no randomness. It's the same thing every time, basically. All the fuses are in the same spot. It's just not clear what it wants me to do. Like, I vaguely know what it wants me to do, but only vaguely. Well, that's it. Oh, he can't. It's just like security breach. He can't climb on the stage. Now he can't get out because of they're blocking him. God damn it. We're soft locked. Okay, there we go. Okay. He might not be able to get on the stage either. Oh, he can. He definitely can.
What a coward.
Okay. Good. They're in good spots. He's in a good spot. Keep it on him. Okay, so is he right out there? Probably.
Shit.
That scared me. So that's the problem, is because this guy never moves, you can kind of just walk into him. There is a radio that I think you're supposed to be able to use to detect him, but it doesn't work. We are playing Spooky Game. Very cool gamer. You probably should take it easy with discussion of your relationship status. Okay, 18th try is the charm. 7211. I'm glad I'm writing this code down, because you know one of these times we're gonna get it and be like, oh shit, what was the code? How was food? I haven't eaten it yet. I need to finish this stupid game. Then I'm gonna eat my hot dog and my waffle fries. Okay, come here. Thank you. Let's see if we can get this to work. Nope, it does nothing. Literally nothing. That's funny. Why do you have to hit 2 buttons to bring this up? It's terrible controls. Like, a lot of these controls are like, why isn't it just left click and right click? Okay. You know what? Fuck it. We're not going here yet. We'll go there last. Except I don't know where the fuck we are. I know I do.
Suffer.
Good. All right, I hope he's not there. That's the wrong room. It's here. Okay. Don't see me, please. Okay. It's gonna be tight. Okay.
What a nuts.
Okay, we just have to hope he goes the other way. He did. Please, quick, come on. That was See, he catches up so fast. Okay. Okay. One exit. One way in. Okay. You just have to get to that stupid elevator code spot. Where the hell was that? Oh, wait. It's over here. Fuck you, dude. You just fucking disappeared.
No, no, no!
What is the animatronic? I don't know. Well, that was annoying. Yeah, so the problem with this game is, well, there's a lot of problems with this game, but it's cool. It's just, it's the lack of direction. Like, this game should not be a 4-hour game. This should not be a 4-hour game. This game should take you 20 minutes to beat. Like, maybe an hour. This clearly was not play tested by people who didn't make it. One of the biggest problems is that developers will try to test their own games. And if you made it, you can't test it. You can't. You know how it's supposed to work. You're never going to test it the way a regular player would.
Shit!
Fuck you.
No, no, no!
So when you make the game, you know, when a regular player like me is dropped in, you don't know what the fuck to do. You don't know what any of these switches do. I still don't know what the switches on the walls do. Most of them don't do anything. Some of them close doors. You don't know that you can even go into the vents. You don't know what the fuses look like. You don't know anything, right? But if you made the game, you know all that, right? So they go in to test it and they play it and they get through it in 15 minutes. They're like, yeah, the game's good. It's tested. And it's like, no. If you had you need to give the game to your mom. You need to give the game to your mom and let her beat it. And if she can't beat it, you need to look at it. You know, horror games are not about, they're not about difficulty. That's not why people play horror games. And I think a lot of FNAF fan game developers don't get this. They don't understand that your game being really hard and taking 10 hours to beat doesn't make it better. It's still a 15-minute long game. It's still a 15-minute long game just because it's, you know, packed with bullshit that makes it take twice as long as it should.
Shit!
Yeah. If my camera was on, you'd see my hand. I threw my hands up at that. Like, come on. What? I opened the door and I'm dead. It's been a long time since you streamed. What? I streamed the other day. Thank you, Doki, for taking care of the spammer. All right. 6217. Joe Mama? Yes, I do know Joe. Okay. Okay. Beginning, you go in here, stare at the corner for a few seconds. 1, 2.
Shit!
Too late. Okay.
No, no, no!
What types of videos do you make? Why don't you watch them and you can see. Yeah, no, I just haven't been streaming as much lately, MLG, because the videos have been doing so well. It's like to take the 3 or 4 hours out of the day to stream, like that could be 3 or 4 hours working on a video that's gonna be able to do a lot better, more for my channel than a stream will. You know, obviously when Ban Ban 2 came out and I had 1,000 viewers, that's one thing. But like, just like casual Theft King Friday night stream, playing whatever's, you know, without any notable thing to stream, yeah, I get like 100 viewers. You know, like it's all good. But okay, go in here, stare at the corner. 1, look, 2, look, good, you're done. You know what? Let's pull them all the way out. Hang on. There we go. Now we're gonna fucking run. Okay, we're gonna do this stupid shit. Okay. Dude, you fucking come out of nowhere from there every time. He can go through a wall there, I swear. I swear he goes through a wall there or something, because he always kills me right there when he's not even in the fucking room. Hey, Will. Well, Godzilla doesn't eat people. Godzilla destroys human civilization, human wealth, not human bodies. 6217. There was a scene of, in the original Godzilla film of him, like, grabbing a bus full of people and, like, you know, shaking them into his mouth and eating them. But they cut it from the film. Godzilla does not eat people. Yes, I am sure. I'm quite a fan of Godzilla, so... Actually, canonically, Theft King is the size of Godzilla, so, you know, just saying. He'll smash up the whole city. Although, thankfully nobody has drawn any nobody has taken that too far on the naughty websites. That's the worst thing, is when people draw Rule 34 of my avatar. That sucks. Hang on, I think I can open this. Yeah. And now if I open this, he has to come through here, right? He just opened a door. I don't know where the fuck we are. This is bad. This is really bad. This is really bad. There's no way out. Can we clip through things? Hang on. Don't kill me. Okay. We have to get the last fuse. I have no idea where it is. He just totally disappeared. Did he just clip out of the map? He might have just clipped out of the map. This might be our chance. No, he didn't. He definitely didn't. Where the fuck are you, dude? Where is the main room? Why can't I find the room? He's there. He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. Oh shit, there. He moves too fast when he's not on screen. There. Okay, it's in here. Okay. Let's loop around. Promise you can't see where you're going. It's near the red. That's all that matters. Near the red. Sorry, Springtrap. He's gonna come from there while he's coming out of there. He's there. I think. I know he's in here, but we have to.
I found you, coward!
No. Run, just run, please. We're dead. Wait. Please, please, please. Fuck you, man! You killed me? Not Springtrap?
No!
Have you ever broke a bone? Yes. Did someone ask if I had any childhood trauma? I'm pretty sure everyone has. It's a Unity game. Oh my god. We weren't really that close. Okay. This nightmare of a game. Thank God there's this checkpoint. 7393. It says 3 fuses required. But you can find 3 fuses, but there's already one on there. And it's not clear if you need to find 2, add them to the 1 and get a total of 3, or find 3, add them to the 1 and get a total of 4. Like, this is where games instructions matter. Like, it matters. Oh, wait. 1, 2. Okay. Fuck you. You know what? I'm just running. I don't care. Well. There it is. Okay. Good. That's a better route, maybe. Okay. How do we get here? This way. Okay. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. That should have turned on the elevator or some shit. I don't know.
Shit!
Oh.
No!
Okay, I think I get it. So when you close those doors, he does path to you. Now, I didn't think he did, because at points I would close the door, go do stuff in the room for 10 seconds, then turn around, open the door again, and he would still be there. So it looked like he didn't path around that. He does. But the issue that I wasn't clear, that didn't make sense to me, that I now think I understand, is that line of sight is preserved even if there's walls between. So he will pathfind to you around a closed door. But if you're staring at the closed door, he won't. And that's how we're gonna beat this game. We can close the door in his face, look away, he'll start pathfinding around the other way, and then we can open the door back up and go. That's my idea. One, 2, thank you. It's like right now I'm looking at him, I'm looking at him, he's not moving, right? Maybe? Okay, he got out, but that's it. Okay. You run. See, when you get hung up on an object for even like a second like that, bad. Okay. Need one more. So my theory is he's right. If I look here, he should be pathfinding away from me towards that direction. So if I open this now, he won't be standing right there. Good. Okay. That's exactly how it worked. Nice. Okay. No problem. Where's the idiot though? He must be stuck in that hallway. we're going. I don't know where he is, but we're going. Okay. Don't go there. We always die when we go there. Okay. Now we find the thing to put the code in. I think it's over here. Towards the red. Yes, yes. Through the gap in the wall. Through the gap in the wall. Right here. Oh. What was the code? $7393. No. Oh God, no. It's okay. I can do it again. What? Is it 34723? Oh God. Why does it punch in backwards? He's right there. Fuck. I think we're okay. To get through this door. No, we're dead. Okay. Where are we? Okay, we're there. Good. One more. Huh? Oh. Shit. The elevator. Fuck you. Easy.
It's you, Henry.
Fritz.
I've waited all eternity to talk to you face to face.
What happened? You won the demo version, but remember that the full version has completely different content. Completely different? So is this a demo or more like a proof of concept? Because I think proof of concept it's actually cool. Like, it's jank in the sense that, like, there's very poor direction, there's some janky stuff, but, like, mechanically I like the idea of, like, you're trapped in a, you know, it's sort of like a like taking like the Ennard level from Glitched Attraction, where you like first you have to find the key card, you find the crowbar, and then first you have to find the crowbar, then you have to find the key card, and then you have to activate the generators and solve the puzzle, and the whole time you have to avoid Ennard. I think that's a cool idea. To like, hey, it's a stealth horror game and you're set in this, you know, mid-sized, smallish map, and you need to avoid enemies whilst, you know, completing tasks. That's cool. Let's see what the extras are. Didn't seem like they did anything. What did that radio do? It seemed like it was useful. Heard of the Backroom's Lost Tape? Which one? I know about Kane Pixels. You're the coolest YouTuber ever. I don't know about that. That would be Markiplier. Didn't know that Springtrap was Fritz. Yeah, I guess Springtrap's voice, the Russian Springtrap voice actor, is cool. The Fritz voice actor is great. Oh, that's busted. It's still starting me at the checkpoint even though I beat the game. All right, hang on. Main menu. I can't believe this game supports DLSS. I guess why not? If it's just like easy. Extras? Are there any extras? I guess not. Oh, Oh, we weren't even on Ultra? We weren't even on 1080p? Yes, we were. V6. Oh, right, because we had to relaunch it. Interesting. Extras? Really no extras? Okay. Why have an extras option if they don't do anything? Hold delete and restart game to reset progress. Got it. Are you reading chat? No. No. But I need to go. I have to eat dinner soon. But let's see how my channel is doing. What time is it? Oh shit, channel's still doing super well. Holy shit. That 12-man video is kicking so much ass. I'm shocked. I'm glad it's doing really well, but I didn't expect it to like do 500,000 views already, which is awesome. Phantom, you're back in the Discord. Nice. Oh my gosh, Fenregalo. Nice to see you at near the end of the stream. €5. Thank you so much. Oh. Fenregalo, you might not have heard about certain recent events, but we're not such a fan of staying hydrated anymore. I dare everyone to get a juice to put in your cup, and then after 10 seconds, put the juice down and say, Theft King, good. What? Okay. Alrighty. Let's go. One moment, please. Where we at? There we at. Hey, no. There. Okay. Thanks so much, Fenregalo. That's super generous. 2 cat boxes and what? Shoutouts? I don't think we need to do shoutouts tonight. I'm kind of tired. I kind of want to go eat food. But first, I want to see anything new happen on YouTube while we were busy. How long was Matt Pat's? Oh, Lewis is live. Cool. What's Omni doing? Omni, who are you declaring war against now? I'm kidding. Oh, Adam Simon. Hang on. Obviously, like, I get all the FNAF VHSs. Like, I watched a FNAF VHS video this morning that had one comment. Anyone who makes a FNAF VHS video, don't worry. Like, it will be served to me. I will see it. Don't worry. Oh, you know what? I should use Edge so that we get VSR. There's a new no. Okay. I guess not. What? There's a new driver for the there's a new display driver on GeForce for the Nvidia cards, and it's amazing. It basically adds like DLSS style upscaling to YouTube. It doesn't work in Opera yet. It only works in Chrome and Edge, but it's really shockingly well. Oh, wait, Rytoast solved the blob? Hang on.
Thanks to the new Tales from the Pizzaplex book, number 5, The Bobby Dot's Conclusion, we now know more about the blob, where it came from, and possibly how Glitchtrap got into the Pizzaplex. But be warned, it's weird. So, Slices, put on
Now, I hate the blob, but I like Rytoast, so.
your aprons, and let's bake ourselves a theory. First, let's gather our ingredients.
Oh, Baby 2 due May 27th, 23. Congratulations, Rytoast. Hope you hope you and your spouse are doing well.
Okay, what is
That's very exciting. Number 2. Wow.
this mythical story? I guess we should.
In case you guys were not aware, Rytoast and his spouse are expecting their second child. So if you, I think I actually said Mazel Tov on Twitter, which I later learned you're not supposed to say. Mazel Tov means congratulations. You're supposed to you wait till the baby's born to say congratulations. I think everyone understood what I
dive into what it's about before we discuss it. It's called The Storyteller, named
later, Will.
after the main piece of robotics that the story centers around. Here's an as brief as possible recap. In an attempt to lower the budget, head of the company, Mr.
Hang on a minute. This is a new set for him, isn't it? For them, isn't it? I know Rytoast is non-binary, aren't they? I believe they are. I didn't know that for a while, so I'm like retraining myself to they, them, Rytoast all the time. This is a different set for them, isn't it? I usually remember them being in like a bedroom.
Mr. Burrows suggests that they create an AI connected to the rest of the Pizzaplex in order to make up stories and directives for the animatronics and attractions. That way they could fire the creative team and instead focus on maintaining this creation, which they dub the Storyteller.
What? Oh, in the back rooms of Freddy Fazbear's.
Not again. This map is wonderful, but
Oh, It's an ad.
It just doesn't seem to work right. This connection is good, but something is holding it back. Oh, I see. The map that I'm
Surfshark?
using is region locked. It
Surfshark.
only, but like the online activity of Surfshark, VP, graphic, other, and possibly app is reserved 24. You can support. Here's like, let me zoom into our monster. Insisting
Good for you.
that it can't work because human creation is what drives Fazbear Entertainment. They go along with it anyway and start creating a gigantic machine in the center of the Pizzaplex, all housed within a giant fake baobab tree. The storyteller
What?
itself
Wait, isn't that actually in Security Breach? Isn't that tree actually in the Pizzaplex?
is under incredible secrecy as nobody is allowed to look inside the tree. It also has a series of fiber optic cables going from the tree throughout the entire Pizzaplex, acting as a sort of roots of the robotics, but also controlling everything within the facility. It connects to every animatronic housing, attraction, and facility. While they were building it, Edwin snooped around and noticed
I like these ideas. I like this idea because I like the idea of the Pizzaplex being alive. Steelwool talked a lot about how the Pizzaplex was sort of a character unto itself, and that's really true. The Pizzaplex was kind of the only character, actually. But that said, like, yeah, something that can sort of make a force of nature that makes the Pizzaplex sort of like a hive mind alive unto itself, I think that's cool.
that they placed the head of the Tiger Rock animatronic inside of it. We're not
Tiger
told
Rock?
his history of the thing, but we are told that Edwin then has a panic attack relating to memories about that animatronic, blood, and screaming. A few months later, when the storyteller is finished and activated, things start going wrong pretty quickly. The animatronics all take on hyper and aggressive versions of themselves, much like we see in the games. Roxy becomes a bully to customers, Chica becomes really snarky and snippy, as does her cupcake. Note here, Chica is described as being yellow and having a cupcake with her. Definitely not the glam rock Chica design. Monty is described as being aggressive or isolating and
See, that's the shit that like I'm not sure about. You find out like they describe that Chica is yellow, and you're like, oh wait, Glamrock Chica isn't yellow though. Is that actually a clue, or is that just like Scott and the authors screwing up and thinking, oh yeah, Chica's yellow, and forgetting that Glamrock Chica is white? You know, like that's equally possible.
flip-flopping between, and even Freddy takes on this really funny diva role where he kind of just turns into a spoiled child. Edwin knows that this is probably due to the storyteller, so he does even more snooping and makes his way into the baobab tree.
Oh, can someone tell me what a Bobby Dot is? I don't even know.
Lo and behold, when he gets in there, he finds that it's one large supercomputer with
It's the special tree. Is that a Monument Mythos reference, Alexander?
tiger head animatronic directly hooked up to it. He does some hacking and finds out the animatronic primarily came with a program called Mimic 1. He then spends the next few days going in every day trying to rewrite this program to fix the issue. Mr. Burroughs is informed that Edwin keeps sneaking into the baobab tree, and he then blames Edwin for all these issues. To get back at him, he eventually locks Edwin in when he sneaks in. He does this secretly in case things go wrong, but the baobab tree is airtight. He assumes that within a day or two, when the air starts running out, Edwin will have no choice but to beg to be let out, and people will find out that he's been messing.
This is an interesting microphone position. This is something I struggle with a lot. It's the only reason. This is the kind of thing that only YouTubers pay attention to. But like, you know, you need your microphone in like a good position so that you can speak directly into it. We all use these ultra passive, like, dynamic microphones. I think that's an SM7B he's using, or something very similar. If not, yeah, it's an SM7B, I'm pretty sure. Really, these ultra passive dynamic microphones that don't pick, because they're great for podcasting and for YouTube, because they don't pick up anything except what spoke directly into the microphone, and very loud. In fact, you have to buy like cloud lifters and activators sometimes just to get enough volume out of these. And that's great because we don't have recording studios. We're YouTubers in apartments and houses where it's not an acoustically treated room, and there's your neighbor's air conditioning unit's compressor is going off, and I live in Brooklyn where there's a dog barking on the street and stuff. So having these really passive dynamic microphones is great. The downside is you have to speak directly into them, right? That's how they work, you know, like they are able to reject everything except your voice because only your voice is being picked up. As a result, though, it can be really hard to figure out where to position them. Like right here, you can see it's kind of blocking the bottom third of his face. And I've struggled with that too. You know, it's difficult. It's difficult to find the right spot for it.
With things.
Not to mention you also film the voiceover, and like maybe it was good at the start and you move a little bit, and now you've just filmed the 25-minute voiceover that's really good, and you go back and watch the footage and you're like, oh, God damn it. I had a piece of food stuck in my teeth the whole time. That's happened to me before.
But several days go by and Edwin never does. Getting paranoid, Mr. Burroughs opens the door himself to see what's going on. He finds a dead Edwin in the middle of drawing a stick figure, as well as a piece of paper with a crayon writing, "I'm sorry." Before he can leave though, the door behind him shuts.
That sounds a lot like the Post-it notes.
The door himself to see what's going on. He finds a dead Edwin in the middle of drawing a stick figure, as well as a
Stick figures in crayons. That's exactly what we found in the patient 46 room.
piece of paper with a crayon writing, "I'm sorry." Before he can leave though, the door behind him shuts. Mr. Burroughs starts freaking out, tries to log in but his password doesn't work, punches the Tiger Rock animatronic head to no avail, and even rips it out of the wall. But even when it's entirely disconnected, all the lights stay on and the storyteller keeps working. Mr. Burroughs suffocates in there as well. This one is a doozy. And even more than GGY was. But we've got our ingredients, so let's start mixing them and seeing what kind of theories start to form. Right away, this primarily seems like the book trying to tell us how Glitch Trap was brought into the Pizzaplex. I don't think that Tiger Rock is canon to the game timeline. Or if they are, they're going to be added in Ruin. But the idea of the Glitch Trap virus being hosted on an animatronic head that was brought into the Pizzaplex, completely reasonable and tracks with what we know. But okay.
Completely reasonable. I would say plausible, more so than reasonable, but fine. Whose footage is this? Kugma's? Nice.
Okay, I hear you. We gotta talk about the goddamn tree. Is this canon to the games? Is it purely a book thing? I frankly have no idea. I know we don't have evidence of a baobab tree in the games, but again, it could be introduced in Ruin. Hear me out. The Pizzaplex has undergone several renovations and continues to do so. Roxy Raceway gets rebuilt every other day when it collapses. We know they had to fix whatever that mess in the basement is, possibly looking more into that in the future. But having a giant tree that was built in the Pizzaplex and crumble and no longer is there, while it's unlikely, it's not impossible. So the real question becomes,
Right, Toast, if you need some real good security breach footage, B-roll, hit me up.
if that is possible, is it necessary? Why would this ever have to exist in the first place? Well, let's think about what it was fundamentally. The storyteller was a giant supercomputer housed within a baobab tree. It was eventually powered and presumably corrupted by the influence of Glitch Trap. But most importantly, it had a mass of root-like fiber optic wires throughout the entire Pizzaplex. Those wires connected it to everything.
Okay, so I think where I see where this is going. Those roots, those wires, that's the blob. That's the blob. But that's okay, so what this is suggesting to me is that Glitch Trap used this tree or whatever to enter into the Pizzaplex using this Tiger Rock head or whatever, I don't know. But then once Vanny transferred Glitch Trap's body into Glamrock Bonnie, which we know as Burn Trap, maybe once that happened, he left the tree, but some consciousness emerged from within that tree and continued controlling the Pizzaplex, and that is the blob. That makes sense.
So there must have been a lot of them, right? And if the tree is gone, we would have to ask, where did the wires go? Is there some sort of mass of wires hidden deep within the Pizzaplex?
Yes, the blob.
Yeah, the blob. Something about this thing never sat right with me. Most of us, myself included, took one look at this thing and went, oh, that's the result of the fire from FNAF 6. I mean, look at it. It's a massive burnt robotics, done deal. But is this really what it would look like?
No.
The blob is almost entirely wires with some animatronic parts within it. The thing is basically a mass of inky black tentacles. Why would
That's a different cat.
burning
How many cats do you have, Right Toast?
down a fake pizzeria and 4 animatronics result in something that looks like this? I think this story is giving us an out, another way of looking at the blob. A centralized AI network that coursed throughout the entire Pizzaplex, became corrupted, and was abandoned. And the blob itself told us this. The blob is sporting out a bunch of animatronic parts, but one of them sticks out more than anything else it has. This FNAF 1 styled Chica. Now we know it's not the original Chica from FNAF 1, because we see this Foxy torso in Rockstar Row. And the Foxy torso is rusted and damaged beyond
That's a foxy torso? Okay.
repair. So presumably all the FNAF 1 animatronics would be in a similar shape. This Chica, on the other hand, looks in great condition. It's a little battered and bruised, but it's not
There's a tentacle going down her throat. It's actually kind of suggestive.
rusty. For a while now, I'd been working off the assumption that the newer animatronic parts that didn't make sense were coming from extra copies of the
No, I think it makes sense that, like, yeah, okay, we know MatPat found those museums, like, under the glass case display cases, the old classic FNAF memorabilia. So we know that that was in the Pizzaplex. So I could believe that this tree used this fiber optic wires that it was able to control and collected all of those old animatronic parts to build itself sort of into an amalgamation of things. That's interesting because it could mean that the animatronics are not, that's not the spirit of the animatronics. It could literally just be an AI. It might not be haunted at all. So far, I'm inclined to believe it's not haunted at all based on what Rytos is telling us.
The Five Nights at Freddy's special delivery animatronics. But what if that isn't true? The storyteller's story isn't just about the storyteller. It's also about the Pizzaplex and the people there, and the animatronics. It goes into detail about how Chica is yellow and has a cupcake.
An actual tree prop that's allegedly in the Pizzaplex.
No, that's not Glamrock Chica. In fact, it sounds a lot closer to the FNAF 1 Chica design we already know of. One that would match to the one we see on the Blob. If the Blob really was this giant wire network that lashed out, maybe it took this Chica animatronic along the way. It wouldn't be the first time that an animatronic was destroyed and replaced at the Pizzaplex. We already know this happened with Bonnie. Hell, this might have happened with Foxy too at this point. The only one of the original gang left might be Freddy. But that sounds like a theory for another day. So does that mean the Baobab tree existed in the game's timeline? I don't think so. Hear me out. Just because the
What does he mean in the game's timeline?
Tales from the Pizzaplex books have been a lot more closely linked to the security breach continuity than the previous books have been, we don't have to assume that everything in these books is one-to-one with the games. When they have direct parallels, that's great, but I think much like the original trilogy, the books are primarily here to tell us what is possible within this universe, so we can apply that logic elsewhere.
I don't know about that theory that MatPat has gone with that theory for a while, but I feel like now that they're doing Tales, they're literally called this Tales to the Pizzaplex, Tales from the Pizzaplex. I feel like these books are likely supposed to be direct tie-ins, especially after GGY. Now, again, I didn't read any FNAF books. I haven't read any of them, so I don't know what I'm talking about, but it wouldn't surprise me if these books are meant to be literal interpretations, meant to literally be within the same exact continuity. I think that's what he means, continuity, in the same timeline as security continuity.
It's almost like the books are giving us the rules to a game that we already bought the pieces for. One of the stranger things in the storyteller, in my opinion, is the centralized unit, Tiger Rock. I really don't know why this animatronic was chosen. Like, don't get me wrong, he's cool and all, but I think he's just in the books. We have absolutely no mention of a tiger animatronic or a Baobab tree anywhere in the game timeline. I think that these are our parallels. I think what this book is really trying to tell us is, hey, at some point in the history of the Pizzaplex, there was a big hollowed out thing built to house a centralized robotic system. That centralized robotic system had
Okay, I know where he's going with this. It's the lighthouse. He's gonna say that this is the lighthouse in was it in Monty Golf? You know the lighthouse that you climb at the very end, and when you go into before you go into Vanny's hidden room. I think that's because that's like a big tall structure like a tree.
Wires going throughout the Pizzaplex, and the head of an animatronic was placed on it to aid in those wires doing what they needed to. But the head had the glitch trap virus in it, and everything started going wrong right around then. Now, our job is a bit more straightforward. All we have to do is figure out what this giant thing was, and what head could have been placed on a massive wires to cause all these issues. And I think the answer has been right in front of our eyes the whole time. Another thing that always bothered me is on the path to the Afton boss fight. This giant Freddy head makes no sense. Granted, I've heard some people explain it away as part of the signage for the FNAF 6 building, but I don't think that's true. First off, we get this art of the FNAF 6 building, which doesn't look anything like something that would have a giant Freddy head. Sure, we have this sign, but it's into...
So I disagree with this point. I think the FNAF 6 video is clearly meant to be a generic video that's given to all franchisees, isn't it? So I don't think that the design of the store in those videos is necessarily indicative of what it actually looked like.
But more than that, look at the model. That's an odd Freddy head. That's not FNAF 1 Freddy. It's not...
It almost looks like Chipper.
Look at the model. That's an...
It almost looks like Chip.
Odd Freddy head. That's not FNAF 1 Freddy. It's not Toy Freddy. It's not Funtime Freddy. It's not even Rockstar Freddy. The closest Freddy that head looks to is Glamrock Freddy. Maybe like an older version of him.
Yeah.
That, plus the fallen infrastructure around it that matches the infrastructure within the Pizzaplex, makes me think that this was part of the Pizzaplex that caved in.
Oh, so he's thinking that this giant animatronic Freddy head is the Tiger Rock head?
I think this giant hollow Freddy head was an attraction, possibly our Boabab tree. All right, that's settled, but now we need something to attach to the computer and by proxy the wires, something that could have housed the glitch trap virus. Well, let's look at the blob. And guys, sometimes the simplest solution is the answer. I know it seems improbable, but what if it's just Funtime Freddy? After all, it's the current centralized unit of the blob. Why wouldn't it have been the centralized unit before it became the blob? It seems pretty perfect, but I hear you. Why Funtime Freddy? Why would he have the glitch trap virus? To be honest, I'm not sure. My best guess is that there's been a slight retcon in the design of Molten Freddy. We know that Ennard split up into Scrap Baby and Molten Freddy when they couldn't get along, but I think Steel Wool might be trying to redesign Molten Freddy into having the original Funtime Freddy mask, not this amalgamation of junk. Honestly, I'm not 100% sure though. Maybe we'll get more.
That's fine. Yeah, I could believe that that is the same character redesigned in higher fidelity. That makes sense. I'm not sure why it matters. Like, why would it be? Oh, okay.
Insight into that in Ruin, but I don't have a better answer than this, because honestly, I don't know where else Funtime Freddy could come from here. All that aside though, let's pop our mixture into the oven and see what kind of horrors rise. Earlier into the Pizzaplex, but not too long ago, the CEO of Fazbear Entertainment wanted to cut corners, save some time, and rekindle the old wonder of Freddy Fazbear's franchise. He wanted to see if they could run the entire Pizzaplex from one centralized AI network, basically have it run itself. He could cut labor, cut programming, and even cut creatives. It was perfect. And what better way to house this computer than inside the face of the franchise itself? A giant Freddy head, one that could greet guests and tell jokes, but also could house a supercomputer inside. A supercomputer whose wires went throughout the entire Pizzaplex, connecting to charging stations for the animatronics, Rockstar Row, the arcade, the atrium. They implemented it and it worked fine, but it was missing something. That little spice of life.
So I'm inclined to agree to believe this, because I never really bought the idea that everyone in this Pizzaplex is haunted, right? Like DJ Music Man is haunted. I don't buy that. Are Roxy and Glamrock Chica and Monty haunted? Maybe. But this is an explanation where only a couple ghosts have to exist, right? Glamrock Freddy doesn't even necessarily need to be a ghost, although I think it's very likely that that Glamrock Freddy at least is meant to be possessed, literally. But this is cool because now it could be that Afton, Glitch Trap, and Glamrock Freddy are the only haunted animatronics, and everything else we saw in the game was just a rogue AI. That's interesting, and I like that idea because one of the things that made FNAF 1 so cool is because when you first played it, it wasn't obvious. Are these animatronics really haunted, or are they just malfunctioning? Like, what's going on here? And that sort of brings back that old school style. Yeah, most of this is probably an AI, but some things here might literally have ghosts in them and be haunted. And I think that's interesting.
That was always in these
Stefkin, do you love Mr. Afton? No.
Animatronics. The CEO ordered that they went and go found the old parts that were used to scan into the VR system. Surely something there had to work. But if they did that, there's no way that the VR development team wouldn't hear about it. The VR development team that Vanny was a part of. Vanny informs Glitchtrap, and they hatch a plan to put Glitchtrap into whatever they think of bringing to that storyteller. Eventually, it's decided that they'll go for an old Funtime Freddy head. But before they take it out of there, Vanny implements the Glitchtrap virus into its programming. And just like that, Fazbear unwittingly gave complete control of the Pizzaplex back to Afton. Total access to the animatronics and all the facilities. So then what happened? Why did they fail? Because something else was on that Freddy head.
Yes.
Sure, Glitchtrap was in the software, but the hardware was possessed by something much stronger than a virus. The spirits, the remnant or even agony or both of restless ghosts.
That's another way you could... Okay, so I said before that, yeah, the AI, after Glitchtrap had been transferred out of that AI and into Burntrap, that the AI could have it could have... consciousness could have emerged or something. What Raitos is saying is equally probable, if maybe even more probable, that it wasn't like weird philosophy of mind, David Chalmers AI nonsense. It was literally the spirits of the children. And that would explain why at the end of the game, the blob seizes Afton and pulls him out of there. Because if it was just a rogue AI, I mean, maybe they would see Afton as a threat to the Pizzaplex and their directive is to protect the Pizzaplex, but it seems like they're exacting vengeance upon him, and that would make sense. I think Rytos is onto something.
Cassidy, possibly the other missing child incident victims, remained, and this clash sent the supercomputer into overdrive. Wires started flying, animatronics went awry, Chica even destroyed herself and was taken by these wires, and before anyone could do anything, the whole head collapsed into the floor, burying itself under the rubble. Then, Fazbear did what Fazbear does best and paved over the mess, hoping to cover up the incident and leaving whatever that angry mess of wires was to hopefully stay. Whew, okay. Right away, do I think that that is 100% correct? No, not really. I'm not super confident on how the Blob went from being this supercomputer throughout the Pizzaplex to hidden underground at a place nobody but Fanny is supposed to know about. That part I'm super foggy on. Frankly, we don't have any information there. I kind of just guessed using what we have and what we know is possible. However, until proven otherwise, I am 100% certain that these two pieces belong together and are where the Blob came from originally, and probably where Glitchtrap was inputted into the Pizzaplex in the first place. It just fits so beautifully, and it parallels perfectly with the books, it explains this head that we've had no explanation for, and it gives more reason to the Blob other than, I guess it's just a mass of wires. But what do you think? Did I finally lose it? Let me know in the comments. And hey, the storyteller isn't the only bombshell from this book, because we got two massive ones. The other one was GGY that tells us.
So I think I like the idea. I'm not sure that Freddy head ties back to this whole to the Tiger book thing. I just feel like that's such a weird, obtuse way to do it. I don't think it's a weird way to reveal mysteries. I feel like it's just like I don't personally like it. I think FNAF. For every answer we get 10 more questions, and I would like us to have some answers for once. My next FNAF VHS video is sort of in that vein of a conclusive FNAF story. This is the story of the missing children, and it ends at FNAF 3, at the end of FNAF 3. But it's an interesting theory, that's for sure. Let's see what Matt Pat talked about.
Oh, Freddy.
Fred Bear.
Fred Bear,
We had
sorry.
the one with the little walkie-talkie.
Okay. I never realized this. It's how tall is FNAF? Just never. It's one of the weird things about a YouTuber. You're used to seeing a YouTuber were framed up in the shot. You have no idea their body's proportions until you see them next to each other, right? Like, I'm 6'1" and 135 pounds. Like, you would not necessarily think, looking at me, that I'm slightly, that I'm, I don't know, I guess 6'1" is not especially tall, but like, you wouldn't necessarily think that. Like, yeah, I guess I never thought about it, but I just assumed, like, yeah, MatPat and Rytoast and FNAF, and they're probably all just like the same height, right? Because like, when you watch a YouTube video, everyone's the same height. I know MatPat's 5'10", but they might just be slouching. He might be sitting there closer. I didn't know. Just an interesting.
Ultimate Custom Night, obviously. Five Nights at Freddy's AR special delivery. Okay. He is not listed in.
You know what? I think he's sitting further back. Yeah, he's sitting way further back than Matt. Yeah, he's sitting way further back than Matt, which is making him look really short. Because I'm looking at that now, and there's just that's depth. That's a depth perception thing.
Insecurity breach.
Yeah, it's not. That's a depth. He's sitting farther back than those two in some capacity. I think MatPat's like an edge of the couch kind of guy, and FNAF's more like a just chilling back. Maybe, I don't know.
Dum dum dum.
Interesting.
I would say if I was on there and I saw myself, I'd be like, "Yo, hang on, hang on a minute."
All right. The mysterious Golden Freddy appears frequently. Because no, there is golden.
Is he in Security Breach?
No, technically
no,
he's in. So there's a golden glam rock plush
Yeah.
that everyone was like, it's Golden Freddy, but it's not. It's golden glam rock Freddy.
There's a
or whatever.
Yeah, there's a section of
and
golden
there's
ones.
and there's
I
the
didn't think I
speculation
just-
around whether Cassidy, princess, or
Cassidy is the
slash
princess.
the princess, the golden yellow princess
Yep.
in the Princess Quest minigames, but
Yep.
Golden Freddy itself is not in there, I guess.
As a bear.
I'm trying to think if I remember any arcade cabinets. Because that's
Yeah, that's what I was about to say.
Because there's so many darn
I wouldn't
arcade
doubt
cabinets.
it.
I wouldn't doubt it.
I wouldn't doubt it, but
But maybe
this
they
book-
were careful with that because of Princess Quest.
Although I will say this book is very inconsistent with which animatronics it counts as being in security breach because of an arcade cabinet and which ones it is not. Because like Nightmare On is not mentioned as being in security breach.
Interesting.
Despite I think, or it's like it either is or
What's your opinion on J Gems? I don't know J Gems at all. I am only familiar with their work, but it's incredible. Look at my video. It's almost at 2 million views now covering their work. That's not a coincidence. It's because their work is their series is awesome. Like it's like the closest thing we're ever going to get to like the Five Nights at Freddy's Saturday morning cartoon show. I think it's fantastic. I think that I love it. It's not really FNAF VHS. It's something else entirely, but whatever it is, it's cool.
or isn't. But then there was another one of the other puppets which are on the same cabinet.
Yeah.
Aren't mentioned as being in security breach.
Yeah, so
Okay, the mysterious Golden Freddy appears frequently in the world.
the same version as why Eleanor is in this.
Chocolate
Because it
Bonnie?
reminds me of the Candy Cadet stories, like the Fazbear Frights. It's like kind of doing different ways of telling the same story of like someone stealing
Does anyone know what a Bobby Dot is? I still don't.
personality and making more of the same person and stuff like that.
Well, right, and so that's actually and the reason I say like why is that in here? It's because one, you have every like FNAF AR skin known to mankind.
Yeah.
You have the Stitch Wraith, which is a very clear book character. But you also like in a
See, here's the thing. They put the Stitch Wraith in here. That to me makes me think like this notion of the books and the games having any sort of separation is long dead. That this is one franchise now.
character encyclopedia, the
Theft King, do you like Roblox because it has FNAF? No, I don't play. I've never played Roblox.
inclusions and the omissions are important, right?
Absolutely.
Like we've called attention to, one of the things that's omitted is Michael Afton. That's a huge, weird red
Yeah.
flag right there. One of the other omissions, though, is like a lot of other Fazbear Frights characters that I would classify as on the level of the Sea Bonnies,
Yeah.
right?
Yes.
So, like, for instance, in the book Bunny Call,
Yep.
which is the name of one of the Fazbear Frights books, collection of 3 stories, there is the story Bunny Call, and the main character is Ralpho, which is an animatronic bunny. It's a
Radioactive Foxy literally has his own page. Ringmaster Foxy having a page is cool because Ringmaster Foxy is awesome, but Radioactive Foxy, come on.
mascot bunny
Yeah.
that goes
Can I get a shout out? Sure, Unknown Fighter. So Theft King, why do you like putting a lot of hate on yourself? Oh, what are you talking about?
around and just like slams symbols in people's faces.
Yep.
It's a weird story. It feels like it's supposed to be attached to Five Nights at Freddy's or like the
I don't
Fazbear.
put hate on myself. Others put hate on to me, but I don't really care. They're 99.9% of the feedback I get is incredibly positive. Like, there's a devout group of FNAF cultists, FNAF FNAF fanverse cultists on Twitter, who are not super fond of me. They harass me on every single one of my tweets. They replied just today. I had someone who was posting images of like fecal matter in a toilet bowl in replies to my tweets. So they're really angry, but they have some issues, and they're not really the FNAF community. They're like the death throes of like people who were the FNAF community 5 or 6 years ago and are now irrelevant and probably don't even like FNAF anymore. They're probably not even that interested in FNAF anymore. And they're not the FNAF community anymore. Like the FNAF community are the millions of people who watch my videos and and then move on with their lives. They don't go on Twitter afterwards and start fighting about Five Nights at Freddy's because they're not fucking insane. You know what I mean? Like Security Breach came out, FNAF is bigger than ever. Like, yeah.
But it's never made clear at
It's
all.
a new fandom, and even though I'm not a younger fan, I'm an older fan. I am emerged in the fandom alongside this new generation of FNAF fans. So, they're the old guard, and we're the new guard. We're the new guys coming in to replace them. Well, we've already replaced them, but
Whoever is sitting in the security chair, the security
Has
guard chair,
seen them.
has seen them, right? So that is one of those big points of evidence that say like, oh, it's been Mike Afton all along.
Yep.
One of those weird.
Fusion plays a lot of horror games. He's insane. He does daily uploads too. Usually, yeah. When you do gameplay content, it's a lot easier. Like editing a gameplay video, like my 40-minute Garden of Banban video took me like 2-3 hours to edit. Me and Coda like a couple hours to edit, nothing, right? Whereas a 40-minute long video essay, like one of my VHS videos that was 40 minutes long, would take 4 or 5 times as long to edit. Yeah, it's much harder. Gameplay footage is the easiest to make, but it also doesn't get many views. If you look at my, just look at my channel, right? All my game, that's not what people subscribe for. They're not interested in gameplay content. They want video essays. You know what I mean? And so it's, when I drop a gameplay video, you look at, Ban, it does 100K, which is great. That's a ton of views for a 40-minute long gameplay video, but it's, it's not going to do 500,000. It's not going to do 275,000 like FNAF VHS videos will. Here's, my Garten of Ban 1 playthrough, 150K. Oblitas Casa was different. It was sort of a playthrough video essay. Juju Charles, that was a review playthrough, but what's fine. Oh, here's another one, right? Bendy playthrough video, 50K. Glitched Attraction, 4 months, only 130K. Yeah, that's not what people subscribe to my channel for. They didn't subscribe for Let's Play content. It's doing better, and some people watch it, and I'll still make it, but, I wish I could just make that because it'd be easy, but to get the views that I like to get, to be the top FNAF YouTuber, you gotta work harder than that.
Details with it, with the FNAF 1, FNAF 2 animatronics. Again, it's one of those like tiny details you go, doesn't matter, but Chica is the only FNAF 1 animatronic. Right. The rest are all from FNAF 2, either the Wizards or Puppet or whatever it is.
Weird.
It's just, like, why just Chica?
Well, and again, Chica is always the oddball of the group. There was actually, I'm hopping over to the subreddit. I pulled this up beforehand because I loved this post. This is by Negative Way 227.
Yeah, I know why MatPat loves this post, because this post backs up MatPat's theory that Chica was the first and was originally part of Henry's Mediocre Melodies or whatever. Because look at her eye design. It's different. It's also a magnifying glass, which was the Game Theory logo for a while.
Or sorry, 2257.
What do you think of the FNAF movie? I don't know. I haven't seen it. It hasn't out yet.
Over on the Game Theory subreddit, which go check that one out because that's a cool one. We are in the top 1% of subreddits.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah, I know, isn't that cool?
Wow.
Like I think a lot of people sleep on Reddit. Not literally sleep on Reddit, but although I'm sure that there's probably a subreddit. I was gonna say I'm sure there's probably plenty of places.
Oh yeah, I love r/snork.
Genuine.
Yeah, maybe we should make a Theft King subreddit. Except, what would they talk about? Game Theory subreddit's good because it's a place for people to theorize. A Theft King subreddit would just be a place for people to talk about Theft King's videos. Like,
okay.
Only sleepy thoughts.
only the sleepiest. But
you'll unsub? Okay, unsub. I've already gotten 4 more subscribers since you said you'd unsub. It's no problem.
Again, this goes to like Chica was a mediocre melody the whole time, and
I've been doing like 2,000-3,000 subs a day.
And like, why is Chica always different? Chica's the one who's left out of.
Yeah, of course it would throwaway account, but that's that's part of the fun. It's, we gotta understand, when people keep saying your name, it's just good for you. At this point, now that the controversy is long over and like it's a nothing burger and like regular people are gonna be like, what Theft King, what, they didn't do anything. People hating on you and doing that stuff, all it does is help you. When people started when that one person deleted our subreddit, our Discord, boom, huge spike in views. When the controversy happened with with FizzC, boom, huge spike in views and watch time. And guess what? Like to dislike ratio went up, right? So when those people talk about you, it can be frustrating, but it actually helps you in the long run. So I just let them do it, I've got a bunch of people speculating about one thing with this really funny merch situation with Theft King, the Theft King plushie. I've got a bunch of people speculating and talking shit about that, and like it's so funny because they have no idea what's really going on, and they are just promoting me more. I could see the numbers
Of sister location.
Actually, it's nice. One of Posture's co-creator of what's it called? Waking Nightmares, Dreams of an Insomniac. Man, never mind.
Right? Like, you see everyone else have their fun time animatronic, but Chica's not there until Ultimate Custom Night, where she's kind of like retrofitted in, right? In, like you said, FNAF 1 Chica is the one in FNAF 3, but none of the others, right? It's very strange. This one I thought was a fantastic detail that articulated something that I think I've passively noticed but never actually put words to, which is, why does Chica have a different eye socket?
Yeah, I have a subreddit. Somebody made it throwaway account, but then like, so one of the mods or like one of the community members made it, and then like they did that thing where they're like, I don't know, I guess I didn't pay enough attention to them, and they decided they hated me, and it was people complaining about the Theft King. I don't have a problem with Theft King or a problem with the community. It's just like, shut up, dude. Like, I don't care. So yeah,
I've
we
searched
have
and have
one.
not found any clear answer. My guess is it's more evidence that Chica was not part of the original Freddy crew and was part of Mediocre Melodies. Because you see vertical lines, vertical lines, vertical lines, vertical lines, vertical lines, circle. Very specific,
Yeah.
very weird.
It looks deliberate.
and I think that's an amazing detail. And that's one of those moments where I'm like, yeah.
Yeah.
Like in this franchise, right? You're always left questioning what is a detail that's worth holding on to and what is a detail that's like, yeah, you know, like the fact that Scrap Baby has an animatronic claw and rollerblades. Like, is there deep lore with Scrap Baby in you know, FNAF 6 at that point?
Yeah.
You know, or is that just Scott being like, this is cool. I want a rollerblading, lobster clawing animatronic running around.
Yeah.
Woo.
She kills it at the roller rink.
So that's
Right.
what I'm thinking is with this book that with the Ritos theory we just watched. It's like, yeah, is this tiger animatronic actually meaningful, or is it just like, yeah, it's cool, let's make a tiger animatronic. Kids will like that, you know, like.
And she works
Literally.
at Sonic.
Whereas this
She works at Sonic.
It's amazing. So this is the reason I want to focus on
What
them.
the fuck is that? No. Sunken Toy Bonnie. I hate it.
The Sea Bonnies appeared in Fazbear Fright's number 10 story, Sea Bonnies. Great.
What?
They're genetically modified creatures created by Fazbear Entertainment. They're like sea monkeys, but they look like Bonnie.
So Fazbear Entertainment's doing
like genetic experiments.
genetic experiments.
In the story, a boy named Rory buries
He eats a sea bonnie and turns into a bonnie? What?
his sea bonnie eggs as part of a plan to take revenge on his mean brother, Mott. When the eggs hatch, Mott hears small. But my question is,
fascinated.
why is this in here? Right? Because
There has to be a reason.
there has to
surely.
be. Well,
I
don't
said-
know.
I mean, the
No,
FNAF
I think
AR
maybe
animat-
there's a lot of. There does not have to be a reason for any of this, guys.
It's the same version as why Eleanor is in this. Because it reminds me of the Candy Cadet stories, like the Fazbear Frights. It's like kind of doing different ways of telling the same story of like someone stealing a personality and making more of the same person and stuff like that.
Well, right, and so that's actually the thing.
Here's the thing, right? Like, these are very Goosebumps style books. And so I have to wonder how many of these are meant to tie into the FNAF series? Are they all meant to tie into the FNAF game series? And how many of them are just cool short stories set in the FNAF universe that kids would like to read that aren't meant to have any significant impact on the lore? You know, like, it's impossible to know.
And the reason I say, like, why is that in here? It's because, one, you have every, like, FNAF AR skin known to man.
AR did not ruin the lore. Scott ruined the lore when he made Sister Location, honestly. That's when he ruined the lore. My next video, I think, will make a very strong case for the FNAF story ending at at the end of FNAF 3 with Michael burning down Fazbear Frights, dying, killing his father, releasing the spirits, and he himself dying was the best ending to FNAF. That is an incredible ending, and that whole story, you know, especially when you take in sort of the fan and stuff that like Squimpus came up with, that whole story is really cool and much more compelling and interesting than the sci-fi stuff that we've gotten to now.
Mankind.
Yeah.
You have the Stitch Wraith, which is a very clear book character. But you also, like, in
Scott worked on the Desolate Hope too. No, of course not. Shouldn't have done that. You have any idea the opportunity cost of not making another big FNAF game? We're talking tens of millions of dollars at least. To go make the Desolate Hope that it's going to make him no money? No.
in a character encyclopedia, the inclusions and the omissions are important, right?
Absolutely.
Like we've called attention to, one of the things that's omitted is Michael Afton. That's a huge, weird red flag right there. One of the other omissions, though, is like
Wait,
lot of other.
Michael Afton's omitted from this book? Is William Afton not omitted? Is Elizabeth Afton not omitted? Is Evan or Norman Afton not omitted?
They're Fazbear Frights characters that I would classify as on the level of the Sea Bonnies, right?
Yes.
So, like, for instance, in the book Bunny Call,
Yep.
which is the name of one of the Fazbear Frights books, collection of 3 stories, there is the story Bunny Call, and the main character is Ralpho, which is an animatronic bunny. Not even, it's a mascot bunny.
I think Scott may already be making games and just releasing them under a different name. I could see him wanting to do something like that, being just like, you know what? Did I really step in shit, or can I make Lightning Strike twice? Like, let me make a new game, but not tell anyone it's mine and see if anyone cares. And I bet they didn't care.
Yeah.
that goes around and just, like, slams symbols in people's faces.
Yep.
It's a weird story. It feels like it's supposed to be attached to
At Funtime Ruby for that one.
Okay.
So
Funtime
Where
Ruby.
did they get a digital copy of this book? Oh, Google Play. Got it.
oh my gosh, y'all are
Oh, I can buy it from there.
getting so much fan
everyone's
art.
joking about how
T-pose to a certain
to
dominance.
dominance.
Yeah.
I want to see whether T-posing would
That's not a T-pose, by the way.
actually assert dominance.
That's just not a T-pose. A T-pose is like arms straight out.
Like, is that in terms of body posture and psychology? Is that actually going to assert
You're
dominance?
taking
around
up
someone?
space.
That's a style theory right there.
That is
That is a
theory.
style theory. It's T-pose. to
All
assert
right, who do we?
dominance.
Any other ones that we want to talk about? I want to cover two more before we wrap it up. Any thoughts?
All right,
Let's
y'all.
let's go to Charlotte. Let's go to Charlie.
Charlie, she's towards the back.
Sure.
Charlie.
She's like one of the last.
Right.
Charlie.
Yeah.
Oh, so Charlie is in there. So here's the thing, right? They're mixing, like, they're saying this is the FNAF character encyclopedia, right? They're saying all the game appearances, right? Yet they include some book characters. So, in my opinion, everything that's included in this book is meant to be canon to the modern Five Nights at Freddy's timeline. Gregory, Toxic Waste, Foxy, all of it. It's all canon, I think.
Oh, I took my kid.
Tiger Rock, I think it's all canon.
Knees.
I don't want-
Right? Is it spleen? No, spleen.
No,
Kidney?
it's kidney. It's definitely kidney at one
Okay,
point.
thank you.
It might have also been spleen. He has a lot of things stolen from him.
Did you talk about this one in your video? I think so.
Probably.
Okay.
But you can talk.
In the Take Cake to the Children minigame in FNAF 2, a little girl can be seen crying outside. Then the purple man arrives and kills her. Another perspective on this event can be found in the security puppet minigame in Pizzeria Simulator, with the addition of her soul taking possession of the puppet.
Talk about it
Yeah.
again.
Yeah,
I
so
support
for it.
you.
The interesting.
She's
thing-
wearing purple. She's
She
wearing
is
purple.
Purple.
The more I see purple, the more true. And yellow. Purple.
Charlotte also appears in the Happiest Day minigame in FNAF 3, which gains its full lore significance only when the cake's endings have been achieved in the other minigames. Once they are, Charlotte, wearing the puppet mask, encounters 5 children wearing the masks of various animatronics. The children, including Charlotte, vanish, and the masks drop, and 6 balloons rise to indicate they've been released. Charlotte's spirit lingers on as more spirits are still trapped inside metal prisons, and Afton is still present, which is why she's still active in Pizzeria Simulator inside of Lefty. That's a fucking retcon if I've ever seen one. The masks literally just appear and all of them move on and are released. And then Charlie ends up not being released, though. Come on.
She's
She
wearing
is
purple.
Purple.
The more I see purple, the more true. And yellow.
And her background in that other photo.
Like, yeah, an alternate version of Charlotte who survived childhood appears in the novels. Everything in this book is canon, is my theory.
It was also
Purple and yellow.
Oh, thank you so much, Yatan Batsles. I'm glad you enjoy them.
I'm just saying, there's a lot of purple and yellow imagery.
Wait, what?
Yellow.
Oh, shit, the crying child. That's Henry? I don't buy it. I want to see the crying child. Okay. The minigames in the second and third night establish the child's dislike of the diner, doing something traumatizing. On the way home, he hears stories of how the animatronics come to life at night and kill people, which distresses him even more. On the fourth night, we see the child locked in the parts and service room, surrounded by pieces of animatronics. On the fifth night, we see the tragic events. A final sequence suggests the child later dies of his injuries. You're broken. We are still... The Fredbear plush tells him, you're broken. We are still your friends. I will put you back together. That I will put you back together line... MatPat argued that it said it was in a different colored font and that it might not have been Psychic Friend Fredbear speaking. So that's sort of weird.
I'm just saying, there's a
Another photo is also
Purple and yellow.
I'm
I'm
Huh.
just saying, there's a lot of purple and yellow imagery
There is.
that I'm seeing partnered against each other, whereas this guy's orange. Henry.
And Henry all along.
Anyway,
She's
please
she's listed as human. In all of these pictures, she's a robot.
that is true.
So it's like, what is the rule? Like, what are the?
Well, we said about it with the Phantom animatronics that it was like going, they are animatronics.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm going to go eat my hot dog now. I'll talk to you guys later. Keep your eyes peeled for my next